Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Today is November 12th, 2024, and we are currently discussing the possibility of another hurricane exiting the Caribbean Sea and impacting the state of Florida. So, per the National Hurricane Center, we do have an area of 90% chance of tropical cyclone formation in the next 7 days, and a 60% chance of tropical cyclone development in the next 48 hours. As you can see highlighted here. And this system is expected to do some weird curve movement and then probably impact Florida in some sort of way in the next 10 days. So here is our system with heavy convection on its eastern side. I believe the low pressure is going to be somewhere southeast of Jamaica, but we do see we have some heavy convection on this eastern side with cloud tops around 70 to 80 Celsius in those higher cloud tops, maybe even getting up to 85 in that smaller little quadrant you can see right there. But we do have some decent organization with this system already as this continues to move westward. Alright, so they have also designated the system an INVEST, which is an INVEST 99L. So here are our GEFS tracks and minimum pressure. And it's pretty clear that we don't really know what's going on here. It looks like there's going to be some type of curve, as you can see, as I've highlighted in that section. But the state of Florida does, unfortunately, seem like it might get something from this. And another unfortunate thing to see is most of these ensemble members are really strong. For like 9-10 days out, most of these are really strong. I mean, we have a few ensemble members that are around maybe tropical storm, but there is a large amount that are showing hurricane status, possibly even major hurricane in a few of these, particularly from Tampa all the way down to the Florida Keys. And another interesting thing are the European ensemble members, which are typically a little more accurate, but they've been doing really bad this season. But I mean, you can see here there's this whole entire curve movement right towards the state of Florida. And look at all those ensemble members that are impacting this state. We do see most of them are going to be centered around the Everglades, around Cat 2, Cat 3 status, which is also another really interesting thing. But we got to watch out for this system, folks. Like we're like 9-10 days out, but this is looking really interesting already with how many members are on board. And one final, well, no, it's not final, but here is a look of the ensemble members for the Canadian. I don't think it's worth even looking at this, but I decided to pull it up anyway because there's not even like consensus. This is too large. And here is INVEST 99L's model intensity guidance. We do have some crappy models, unfortunately. These are not the greatest, but it does look like the trend is going to be pretty strong, which is really unfortunate for the state of Florida. So here is our European INVEST 99L 3-hour precipitation run. We do see the system is going to get pretty strong over the next few days, but it is going to remain fairly stationary north of Honduras for quite a bit. As you can see there, it gets down to about a 989 as a Cat 1. It hits Yucatan/Belize sometime on the 18th in about 6 days. And from there, it just curves out and hits South Florida, really similar to a Hurricane Wilma type scenario. It's a lot of rain that the north would be getting as well. It looks like the system just gets destroyed by wind shear, but there's a lot of rain with it. Here is our, I messed up. Sorry about that. Here is our GFS run. Wow, it's pretty serious. Okay, so it looks like GFS is gonna go really aggressive with this. Same kind of situation. It looks like it's a little bit farther east, but it does show it merely stationary near Honduras and Nicaragua for a bit. Moves west, impacts Cuba/Yucatan, and hits Florida near Fort Myers as a Cat 2 or Cat 3. This is a really scary situation. And one last thing to look at before I end the video, here is our ship's forecast guidance for 99L, which does show it becoming a category 4 hurricane in the Caribbean Sea. And this is, from here, this is likely to turn out as the model ensembles have been showing. So if I was to pick an area that we would need to watch, it would be anywhere from Crystal River and down to the Keys. That's for Florida at least. But anywhere from there to, say, there needs to watch. I'm going to highlight these areas. Are just the areas that probably should watch out for this, just for potential impacts. This system is going to do something, as we've seen, like that. Very weird track, but that's all I got today, folks.